236 years ago, patriots gathered at Faneuil Hall and at the old meeting house. Led by Samuel Adams, they gathered to Portee in Boston Harbor. You see the Dartmouth out there? After the Boston Tea Party, Sam Adams defended the acts of these patriots as patriots, not as a lawless mob, Miss Pelosi. 3 years later, they gathered and they signed the Declaration of Independence. We gather today in unison of those rights established. We pledge like our forebears. We pledge like our forebears. Our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Do you realize today, the 22nd of August, is the anniversary of King George declaring the colonies in full revolt? I think it's time for President Obama to declare us in full revolt. My brothers and sisters, we are the children of those patriots. We are the vanguard for the Constitution. Our grassroots movement is the key, the Saratoga, if you will, to winning back our Constitution that was gifted by our great Creator. We are Americans, are we not? We are the descendants of those who led and forged the path for freedom. We are the grassroots mob. Yes, we are. Miss Pelosi, were the early patriots un-American? I don't think so. The principles of grassroots movements have not changed much in the last 200 years, have they? We still gather underneath these liberty trees. These trees represent individual liberty, not social liberty. Individual. And we stand under these liberty trees in defense of our Constitution. Resistance of tyranny. Today, both are at risk. As the Stamp Act was in 1765, a statement to impose against individual liberty, so too was flagged at whitehouse.gov. We rally under these liberty trees, and I want you to go forth as activists, as grassroots mobs, and I want you to recruit your brothers and sisters to this fight. We are our generation's sons and daughters of liberty. We need to persuade our brothers and sisters. We need to write emails, make phone calls, rally at congressional offices, send letters to your editors, send blogs, write your blogs. We need to tweet. We need to make the phone calls. Folks, we need to intimidate Congress. Make your Facebook armies. Make your local cadres of liberty-loving patriots. Folks, it's very simple. We need to put aside some of our rigid ideologies for a short moment and rally with the 80%ers. We may not agree on everything, but we agree on enough, and we agree on the Constitution. We need you. We need everyone in this fight. They intend to destroy, dilute, and repeal our Constitution. We will not let them bring down our great republic. We gather here as patriots, do we not? Dedicated to defending, protecting, and preserving our Constitution. Our Constitution has been in the witness relocation program for far too long. It's time to bring it out to the open. We unite today as Floridians in defense of our state sovereignty, in defense of stopping cap and trade, for doctor and patient relationships, and ultimately, again, the Constitution. Is there a theme here or something? Yes, for too long we've allowed leftists to dumb down our children. Not teaching our founding documents, not teaching our founding fathers. Folks, our true history is American exceptionalism. How many veterans do we have here? Raise your hands. tear to my eye. The only way to guarantee liberty is for vigilance today. The failure to educate our children with the Constitution has allowed for the degradation of our national memory, folks. In the recent past, we've elected too many members of both parties who care more about their 40 pieces of silver than the Constitution. More about their 40 pieces of silver than doing what's right for America. You know, Thomas Paine, he was an everyday grassroots organizer. He wrote Common Sense. Sadly, our children have no understanding, comprehension, have never heard of common sense, any more than they've heard of Whitman or Thoreau or Frost. It's time for you to become that citizen activist army, to educate your neighbors at community centers, synagogues, your places of worship and churches. You are charged. You are in. It's no longer a choice, folks. You have to find your place. You need to find your place. You need to find your place. You need to educate. Get some of these great materials out here and educate your neighbors. Remember, Thomas Paine, a lowly private. Is there such thing as a lowly private? I don't think so. That's why greatness comes from the bottom. And folks, Thomas Paine at Valley Forge penned this most magnificent prayer. And it begins, "These are the times that try men's souls." Sounds like today, doesn't it? The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot in this crisis will shrink. He will shrink from service to country. But he who stands by it now deserves all our love and appreciation. Tyranny, like hell, is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us. The harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph! Sam Adams were not our only true grassroots patriots. We have some here today. Lisa, Shelley, Tim, John Hendricks, Tim Curtis. You guys are the patriots. The Sharon Calverts, who stood up in front of a congresswoman and said no more. We can learn a great deal from our fellow patriots. What they did is write letters. Folks, Acorn, Move On, Soros, OFA, they have nothing on you. When they write 10 emails, you write 100. When they bring 500, you bring 10,000. Think for a moment what is at stake. It's your liberty. It's your future. Folks, if we do not stand now, arm in arm, ready to defend our Constitution, no one else will. So dig a little deeper. Stay a little longer in the fight. And when you need help, you just call. We've got the people out here. From this day forth, I want you to think about one thing. Fidelity to the Constitution. The March on Washington, 9/12. Activism begins with the heart. The Apostle Paul went through communities, not because they were willing to accept him, because he spoke the truth. And it's for you now to go into your communities and speak the truth. Recruit your neighbors. Recruit your friends. Get everyone involved in this network. Folks, if you need someone, you get 20, 30 people together, you call. I will be there to teach a grassroots training seminar. It's as simple as that. I don't care where it is in the state, we'll coordinate it. Thomas Jefferson said, and this is amazing, "My reading of history convinces me that most bad government results from too much government." And I think we have a lot of bad government. You've had a lot of great speakers here tonight. I want to talk to you about one last thing, and this is crucial for each and every one of you. It's great that we can come to rally. It's great that we can see our flag. It's great that we can rally together with brothers and sisters who understand what liberty is all about. But it doesn't end here. This is the beginning. This is the encampment from which you move out. The battle lines are out there, not here. You need to write your congressman. And you know what? Call him. Letters. Get in groups. Contact us. There are so many groups here to rally around. And I'll tell you what, all our groups together cannot be defeated.